Okay, so this is Maria. It's one we've grown for a while in the Proven Winner program. It's an upright gold barberry. Cheryl's able to roll into the next crop. We got about 300, so those are back on and we're back in business. Next is Amelanchier. We've been on Amelanchier for a while. We were growing that crop at Long Road, but we've transferred that crop up here. We'll be growing the shrub form. 7-gallon from now on up here at Huron because we've got the room. You can see there, we're just at spec. We're just at 36-inch. Beautiful plants, full, got, really nice leaves. Things are going real good. We're starting with 250. There's quite a few more in there, I don't know, at least over 1,500. But we're going to start with 250 and they'll keep elongating, get a little bigger, but just sell them at the spec size. Barberry Lemon Glow. So this is our first outing here. So this is worry-free. These are the gold ones. So these are certified sterile. So this is the counterpart to Crimson Cutie. You can see there it's in the worry-free pot. It's got great gold foliage. The foliage seems to stay very clean. A real good gold to land out there. Numbers are going to be very limited going forward, but we got about another 600 or so out there that'll be coming on. Probably another year away from having thousands, but we're moving on into these, so this will be brand new to us, and go ahead and grab those up and spread them around. Mini Maroon. This is the PW go-to. We really like this plant. It has really dark foliage. It is not certified sterile, but they do list it as sterile. So some states don't recognize it without certification, but they list it on their website as a talking point. So we put another 500 on, looking great. Rosy Glow. This is a oldie, but a goodie. You can see here some of the new growth, kind of hard to see in the photo, but it gets those pink swirls and with the deeper reds. That's always on the new growth. The old growth turns that more darker red to almost a purple color. So there's 230 of those. Grass, Blackhawks. So we were out of these for quite a while. We got our liners in late, but looks like we're back in business. She was able to throw 150 on. We'll be able to get quite a few more on in a couple of weeks. But you can see there the growth starting. You can start to see some of the black color coming in. As those things push out, they'll get more and more of that purpley black color. It's all about the foliage on this one. It does have a open plume, so that does have interest, and the plume is darker. But this is a type of grass that really shows that dark color all year, which is great. Grass. So the next grass, you got grass cayenne, and then go to étouffée. There you go. So this is étouffée, then jambalaya, next one. Then praline is the last one. So these are all that new series of kind of Hamlin type of grass. Dwarf, but yet have great plumage. All the plumes have a little bit of color in them. Pretty much the foliage is all green. It's all about the plumes. So you can look these all up as you have time, but the plumes are anywhere from red to deep purple. The one we weren't able to get the liner on was Hush Puppy. That's in that series. These are all, Louisiana type names. But we had Hush Puppy last year. We couldn't get the liner. We're still trying to get it. But the rest of these are very similar to it. Hush Puppy was just a little bit more dwarf, but I think these would move in fine for that. And they are in the worry-free because they're all sterile. So that's why they're in the worry-free program. That's why we brought them online, because they are sterile grass. So go ahead and pull up Chameleon. So Cheryl was able to get the rest of the chameleon grass on. I know there was a huge buzz about these down at the show. So we got 400 on ready to go. So I want to make sure that everybody has a fair shot here. So hopefully you guys can work together. I'm sure you're probably going to wind up shipping these out quick. The next crop will not be ready until probably May. It's not even here yet. So it'll be shipping sometime, and we're going to actually can it and enhance it for spring. So hydrangea bobo, just want to show you where we were with the bobo crop. This is a 2-gallon. No blooms on this one at this time. It will form a late bloom, but we pretty much shipped through the one group. It was starting to get pretty tired that we left bloom. We always split trim, so this is the other part of the split trim. You got real nice foliage, good sturdy plants. The other ones start to get tired. They start to lose their bottom leaves because all the energy goes to the flower, and then they start looking rough. So that's why we have to do the split trim. These will plume, but it's going to be a little bit later, probably 2 to 3 weeks. So Ilex Lucky Marble, this is kind of a new one for us. You can see here, it's a 2-gallon, but it's a big 2. It's a pretty big 2-gallon pot, real close to a 3. It's about halfway between a 2 and a 3, but we're going to offer it as a 2-gallon. We got 2,000 of them. Very compact, little tiny leaf. This is a crenata, so some places it might not be hardy, but wherever you can grow crenatas, I think this is a great plant. Good substitution for boxwood if somebody wants to get away from boxwood a little bit. But a great selection, so take a look at that. Juniper Blue Star, we wanted to show you these. We got another crop here going online. Real nice 2-gallon, 8-inch. The pot is basically 8-inch. So you can see there you got growth over the pot. So we got good sizing on this crop. They look really nice, fresh, and there's 2,000. This is usually a plant that we ship a lot of these this time of year. So we just want to show you that we're in business. So candy corn, we still have candy corn out there. Look at how much bigger that thing is. I think we showed you these last week or the week before. This thing loves heat, so it explodes in the heat. It doesn't grow that much in the spring, so it takes a little bit longer, but right now is when it shines. That's why everybody loves it. But you gotta remember this plant. This is what it likes. So sometimes in the spring it's going to be smaller. We got to be careful because when we go forward on selling this thing, there are more aggressive spireas for the northern area. This spirea really shines where it stays hotter. The whole reason for breeding it was like zone 7s and stuff, the spireas would burn up. This does not burn up in the summer. That's a great thing about it. You have that excellent color all year, and you get sporadic blooms. It is listed as a repeat bloomer, but it's not a heavy bloomer. It's mostly about the foliage, the different colors in the foliage. It has one big bloom, kind of late spring, and then it gets a little bit of sporadic bloom. It's more about the foliage. So we got 1,200 still available. So let's see what we do there. Gold mound. Different animal here. You got that just the gold color foliage blooming with pink blooms. Kind of the same thing. You get one big bloom, and then you get a little bit of sporadic blooming. But you can see here how nice and clean the foliage is. Excellent sizing on a 2-gallon. Great value right now. You're getting basically a 3-gallon size at the 2-gallon, 2-gallon price. So we got 1,000 of those ready to go. All right, so that's just a taste of what we got. A couple things to look forward to. Cheryl is going to throw on a few more fruit trees for next week and the week after. So we're going to get some pears on, a couple of apples, and maybe an apricot or 2. So we're not going to be able to get everything on. Not everything is ready at this point. But you'll see some of those go on, and there'll be limited numbers. But I wouldn't expect anybody to be looking to buy a whole bunch. But those will be adding on. Field inventory, I think pretty much everything's in to the future buckets. So if you need to see availability, what's coming on, Pretty much the spruce and pines are tagged. But the rest of it, we kind of have to wait till it finishes. We just kind of estimated the sizing when we put the inventories on. So we'll keep truing those up. We're still a ways away from digging, but I know you got customers out there that keep bugging you. So at least you got numbers there to go with.